The Intercontinental Slavery Museum in Mauritius, located at the former military hospital in the capital city, Port Louis. It houses the country's history of colonialism and the slave trade between the 18th and 19th century. Opened to the public over a year ago, it is meant to serve as a reminder of the injustices of the past while looking forward to generations living under equality and justice. The Dutch established a settlement in Mauritius in the 1600s and began importing slaves from Madagascar, Mozambique, and other parts of Africa. The French then took control of the island, expanding the slave trade by bringing in slaves from other African countries. In a bid to escape, some slaves sought refuge in the Morne Brabant mountain. These people became known as Maroons.
Here at the museum, we really focus on giving the unheard their place in our present society. One of our exhibition spaces, we do have a whole room dedicated to genealogy, and in that space we have two families that were able to trace back their ancestry and really wanted to present that same family history to the public.
Fast forward to 1835, when the Maroons were freed from slavery, but sadly, fearing they would be recaptured, they chose to jump off Morne Brabant mountain. It is for this reason that the site holds value for Mauritians who believe they were robbed of their land.
Many slave descendants and those who are descendants of both slave and colonial, they don't have access to their land. Our land has been wrapped by sugar oligarchy in Mauritius, and this issue has not yet been addressed. It has to. We are waiting for a solution now.
It's sad to say that our ancestors had been slaves. We are not happy with that, but we are taking the positive of that story. They had been courageous. We got the resilience through their story. And today I am very proud to say that they fight for their freedom. And I am free today. And I am here free in Mauritius, in a country with a multicultural story. So we have to cultivate this.
Abolition Day also attracts visitors from other countries who hope to trace their ancestry.
With our history in South Africa, the abolition of slavery, you remember we do have apartheid in South Africa, which was ravaging our country. So now I decided to come here to experience how they celebrate the abolition of slavery.
The Mauritian government has acknowledged that the legacy of slavery remains a painful chapter in its history.
We cannot change the course of history of our country. However, we can improve the living condition of people and fight injustice while learning from the past. While setting up the Commission of Justice under the previous government, I discussed this with Nelson Mandela, who told me to ask for help from Desmond Tutu to be able to set up this Commission of Justice.
Two cultural sites, the Abravas Gath and Morne Brabant mountain, are recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. Londe Khatebe, SABC News, Mauritius.